Man, I've realized something as well. Like with Maui, Maui's so smart. He used a word just then I didn't even know. Or like a transient of property or something like that. I don't know.
That was multiple words.
Yeah, that is multiple words. Exactly.
Yeah,
I thought it was all one.
Wow.
He reminds me, and I've cottoned on to this, he is esports' Henry Cavill, man. He's handsome, he's built, and he's intelligent. And actually, if you want to go down like the Witcher route, you know, Pimp's almost like our Yennefer. I don't know if you haven't watched Witcher. You don't watch TV.
I do,
but you know, he started
fancy.
off as like this weird little beast, and now look at him, he's growing into this this wonderful, smart, brilliant guy. So,
yeah, I just watched Denmark pick Denmark, so I don't know what's going on today.
Never happened.
But Pimp is on the Astralis train. I don't know. I think it depends what Latic we get, man. Do we get map 1 Latic? Or do we get map 2 Latic? That's the question.
Yeah, no, that is... Dude, Latic was... He came in firing on all cylinders, right? The first time we got to watch him on that original Inferno, it was like, oh my God, is this just Monacy 2.0? But then we had him fall off completely when it came to switching it up, playing the map again, T-side AWPing on Inferno. Obviously, it's always a challenge, right? No one really likes it. So that kind of tracks, and for me, Vertigo is like... another one of these maps where the AWP is just so important, like especially when it comes to these ramp fights, right? That's really where Vertigo can be won or lost. And I think if you get like firing on all cylinders here, that's rather promising. He's certainly going to have his work cut out for him, though. Yeah,
and even though Astralis did have a couple those 2 Ls to the Ninjas on this map the other day, like, yeah, experience, I guess. You've got a bit more playtime, you've got a bit more knowledge. And it's funny because you look at Na'Vi on this map and you go like, well, the main team doesn't actually play Vertigo. I'm gonna bring back a quote that we heard from, I think it was Simple, I think said it, either after Blast or after the major, might have been Blast, where he said that he asked Blade, you know, when are we going to be playing Vertigo? We're going to be playing Vertigo soon? And Blade goes, yeah, after the major. And then they win the major, and Simple goes, so are we playing Vertigo now? And Blade goes, I didn't tell you which major. And so, you know, with the main Na'Vi team not playing it, I wonder if there's definitely going to be no assistance down the line, right, into this Na'Vi Academy team on this map at least. But they're still keen to play it, and I wonder why.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, I'm really, really curious as well how the new look Na'Vi Junior is going to fare, right? Because whenever we had old Na'Vi Junior, you could always rely on like a Monacy popping off here. I think on Care as well. That was kind of
that's why we were hyped that was like in map 1 to be
right.
honest.
Yeah. But it's like that was really for me like the deadly duo, especially over towards say Bombset, the way they could play off of each other, right? With like Monacy always taking these audacious ramp peaks. Then you have guys like on Care who can anchor down the short side. Well, now that that's all been removed, now that that's been stripped back, and actually the only player you have from that time period is Headtrick, still in the roster. You know, how much of that is going to be replicatable for these new players, right, being brought into the fold? How much of that is going to have changed? I'm really excited to see how that's all looking. Then on like the Astralis talent side, Vertigo's actually been one of the maps these guys have been good at, right? This is why it's kind of interesting to me. It screams confidence from Na'Vi to have picked it up against Astralis talent, I think, because this has been, out of all, you know, it's been pretty gnarly times for Astralis talent. Out of all of that, though, the one map that has kind of looked like one where they can test teams on it, where they can push you to your limits, it is Vertigo.
Sure, and you know, the new we're talking AWPs, the new addition of Breezer as well. This guy actually looked pretty good on this map just the other day. So yeah, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. I do think Na'Vi are the favourites for this game though, so we'll have to see if Pimple Maui's right. One of them can be, one of them must be as we get into this one. And Maui first got to jump the roof. Maui, you ever skydived? No, he has not. This is fake news.
Yeah. That was meant to be like Miami Vice.
Oh my god, and the round's over. See ya.
What a debut here for Na'Vi Junior.
What was that?
Nipple.
Mute this guy.
Nipple, we knew he had it in him.
Keep it flawless. I mean, at this point, skip the pistol, run it back for the second round, and it's flawless. There it is. 1-0 for Na'Vi, and that's one way to do it. Run up A real quick.
Yeah, you'd assume.
Yeah, probably.
Well, look, you can see the parry match odds after that pistol, putting this one in favor.
Already panic mode activated.
Yeah, putting it in favor of Na'Vi.
Where's the paper shredder? They're coming through the walls.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Full eco here for Astralis talent. I like that. Get your guns in nice and early. And also on the CT side, they're going to be able to, you know, flex their AWP muscle, you know, faster than Latic. Not necessarily faster, but to more efficacy. Don't smile like you know words, Harry. Man does not know words.
Yeah, spit out into middle, head trick.
Yes.
Gonna be the guy, the point guard.
Move! Okay, there.
This is his head trick, in case anyone was wondering. That's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
Before that, it was a pen trick. He was really, really good at, you know, flipping it around
like
on
in
his
school,
fingers.
yeah. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, could you do that?
Nope.
I could do that.
I knew you were the kid that learned that, man. That actually is so on brand. I am lost for words. I can imagine you
Then stop talking.
stood in the schoolyard flipping the pen around.
No, I wasn't that good.
Oh.
But I could do it slow. I can't.
Were you into what were those things that were
Beyblades,
no like it was like
Fidget
a double
spinners?
it was like a double yo-yo.
No, yeah, there was that kid.
Yeah. Every school
Come on,
had
that
one.
wasn't me.
Every
No,
school had
no,
one. What were those called?
Uh,
This is an eco. That's why we're just, you know.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, I'm just
Harry.
letting everyone
I
know.
wouldn't have known.
What were those things called? If you know what we're on about,
Well, the one on the
it's like-
string that you like, eat in the air.
Two
and then you
two
catch.
big old sticks. Well, not
Yeah.
that big, like kind of drumstick size with some
Yeah.
string on it, and then like a big double-ended yo-yo.
And you'd like, do the. I mean, no one
Don't
can
do
see.
this hand gesture.
Yeah, I'm glad the camera's off, I guess, but I guess I need the. I guess I need the yo-yo to really show, but I couldn't do it, Harry. I'm not that talented. I could solve the Rubik's Cube. That's true. And I'm going to go solve one right now while we listen to the Na'Vi comms.
Я скину дым. Скинул рукав. Ладер аккуратно, может быть, тайминг. Окей. Окей. Кал дым. Готовы? Да. Я Б ближе.
Он шьет с неба, я пока ладер нам заберу.
Я на X, может быть. Далеко стою слева. Я X.
Еще можно сейчас дым их переждать. Они второй, да, дали?
Они синеры дали.
Хорошо.
Я слева
Пока
стою.
посидим по контролям. Да потом будет РМП отбить.
Мид не вижу. Пацанам есть. Прыгает на инфу.
Можно под флеш.
Я ушел с меда.
Я могу флеш. Хорошо.
Давай флеш, пикни его.
Дал. Бум.
Не видел. Он кинул.
Сен пикает. Сотки не было.
Он дальше на подъеме стоит. Один сот. Убил крам. Хорош. И сотка минус 50. Убил еще гап. Он видел бомбу, Подождите закончить.
Два
Можем.
пода.
Дым скинул. Дом может за дым, продлил. Это вон двое аккуратно, может выйти у него.
Может 100 выйти, парень, аккуратно.
Я за молик. Забрал. Дали флеша. 30 секунд, парень.
Можем под дым лево, два карман пойти.
Да.
Я молик на пик дам.
Надо. Я дал дым. И флешка есть. И
Вышел 100. Найс.
Сотка бил. Кого хотеть? За дефолтом аккуратно, может быть. Я дал бомбу и оставлю.
Давай.
Гараж один. За дефолтом.
Да.
Oof, that's gonna hurt. It's a nice try out of Na'Vi Junior, right? They go into that. It's a bit of a bonus round from them. And there was a moment where it looked like it was all doable, but unfortunately that belief that the site was clear, that tap of the bomb that was originally meant to just bait a peek, well, he was in the site the whole damn time, my guy.
Yeah, it's a nice realization from Breezer as well, because that's a very risky move round only one side of the site smoked, but he knows because that smoke's coming in, they're likely just double short, playing for the plant rather than having to swing the boost, swing the heaven, and the rest of CT. So good read out on an island there. We still don't have the orb. We have to wait a little bit for that. But Na'Vi even taking a bit of a breather, trying to figure out what they want to do. They've got money. But where are they going to put it? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's the drip right there. It's not factoring you, but it's fine. It's okay, I guess. It's a little torn, little worn.
All right, stained.
Ooh.
What else?
Gloves. The gloves are pretty cool. Damn, the invisible gun. No way, man.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
And we really are back in
got
the
that.
playground.
All right, there we go. That's
Yeah,
that's a lot
yeah, far more fancy. Yeah.
Key-
No
little
gloves,
K-Ram.
but it's okay. You know.
Okay, Ram. What we got? What we got? Is that a butterfly?
Ooh,
No.
yeah,
yeah,
look at
that is. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Ooh, butterfly knives.
These cameras are so high quality, man. Just walking in around the players. Let's get back in though. Na'Vi going Diablo and slow as they work their way towards this A site. Vessel, black and white yet again. Oh no! What? He eviscerated Nipple through that wall. cut through like glass. Which is funny, because that's what pimp sniffles do. Rock solid. Trust me, I still have the scars.
Wow. Well.
What's the villager noise? That's like a sheep, dude. How do they go?
Not like that.
No, not like that.
It's like, I know, they just make weird little noises. Like, Altex, here we go. Here we go. Oh, beheaded Mister. Hey there, Mister. Come on, man. Come on now. Flash is good. Sets him up for the first, but Unbroken on a bit of a tear here. Doubles up on the entry. Breezer holding the angle. That molly is going to force him back, but he's done all he had to do. He stopped that bomb on the cross. Now you're dead to this ramp round. Fessa gonna lock in that frag, and Unbroken, the man who started it with a double, needs to win it with the ace. He's on to 3. Breezer and Vigo still to beat, and that bomb out in the open. He's got 20 seconds left as of right now. It's a time, bit of a problem for Unbroken. He's gonna go looking for the fight, and they swing in together. I like that. You can tell that is one of those moments there where Astralis Talent, they're sat in complete silence, and then one of them goes, okay, peek on 3. 1, 2, 3. They swing it together and eviscerate Unbroken.
Yeah, and right there, we talked about that plant last game, right, where you back up a little bit when you don't have stairs, especially if you take a moment to get into the site, because the bomb got dropped on head trick, and so that slowed things down, it allowed Fessa to flank, and we saw those safer plants from the stairs, and, well, Fessa just denied that here with a default plant attempted by Na'Vi. Now they're broken a little bit. They're going to decide to force up, put what they can in. Mostly pistols out middle. Mister's up on top of Con. And no boosting. They're just going to try and dry peek him. Ollie behind him as well. Mister's going to have to run through it. Unless he wins the fight here, he'll die instead. That'll do, but that's a gun given over now. Na'Vi can grab it and try and set up for this B split. Full blind in the site. As Altex didn't know he wasn't behind cover. And now the B site belongs to Na'Vi. Even Hedrick still late lurking mid. Cuts off Fessa on a retake. 2 on 4, and things just got very awkward for Astralis.
Yeah, if Vigo can find this kill in middle, that would have really spurred you on to give this a go. But Hedrick, I love what he's done here, right? He's just been this annoying thorn in your side. He deals with a mid player and then gets the hell out of danger, right? He knows that if he offered a trade up, maybe they have cause to give it a go, right? Knowing that it is just pistols on the other side, but with that never materializing, and with them wasting all that time clearing middle for nothing, it forces the save out of Astralis Talent. So that's actually a really lovely little force buy round out of Na'Vi Junior.
They also did a safe plant for stairs. They learned from the last round, I see. Not wanting to make that same mistake back-to-back rounds. Yeah, I do like the mid-luck. Didn't seem like Fessa was even considering it, just because one player got over Con. That felt like, you know, enough of a convincing for him, but that one's going to hurt. Bullet to the back. And now we have that rebuy for Astralis. It's looking pretty struggled. Couple of guns is all they can field. And that was a really weak force for Na'Vi as well in terms of weaponry, so they're going to be very happy that they've just flipped the script so early in the game. Still up to be rewritten, though, by Astralis Talent. Nice nade, though. That's going to make these pistols, this M4, just that little bit more high value in a round like this, taking 10, 15 health off of players. Re-smoke on ramp at 120. That's annoying for Na'Vi. They're going to have to wait through it. Will throw their own one way out. Do they want to risk climbing up? You never know. Someone could be pushed down on short. It's all a bit of a fakey for Na'Vi as they go back to get the bomb. Still 2 middle yet again. Same story for Astralis, though. What a check for Hedrick. That's grimy. Just clears top box immediately. Still Vigo here, but again, the molly on Con pushes him back. And Na'Vi don't even need to commit in middle. They can reset yet again. They've got what they came here for, a kill, and now they leave, knowing eyes will remain on middle for the rest of the round. Everyone goes back to that B-bomb site where 2 CT sit. So still a good setup for Astralis, but outnumbered right now.
Yeah, out of all the times, though, to have lent heavy towards this B bomb site, this was the perfect time to have done so. And will you be ready for Breezer at the back of the site with this AK? Oh, it's ugly. He's trying to wrestle with it. He's got 6 bullets, now none. The kill found, and suddenly all onto Headtrick, who's doing all he can. You've had time to get the reload off now, Breezer. Looking for this final man. It's Fessa to seal the deal and keep Astralis talent in this one at 3-3. Something I'm already kind of noting is, like a lot of attempts at these mid to Bs so far. A lot of leans towards this side of the map. Something that the old Na'Vi squad did a hell of a lot of back when we had, the kind of OG junior team, right? Before they made that decision to promote the Na'Vi youth squad. I felt like it was just a very A-focused team, and that makes a lot of sense, right? When you look at the pieces they have, didn't have something like an AWP in this round to try and challenge for that ramp control. But it always makes me nervous leaning into a B play when your opponent isn't going to have all these bells and whistles, isn't going to have everything.
I actually think it's really cool you just mentioned, obviously, how these players have been, many promoted from the youth side of things. And we were a little worried coming in because we knew how good the old Na'Vi rosters were. And obviously, a lot of them depended on players like Monacy, who have gone to bigger and better places. But for someone like Onkera and Fear, we're wondering why these guys aren't in the roster, because they were never a problem. They were actually really talented. And I think it's cool that Na'Vi have done this as an org, because it even shows, even in a short term, for a youth team, a team below the academy team, and a team below the junior team are still, getting tangible progress, right? Like in such a short space of time, over a year, they've even been promoted a whole level inside the organization. So that's really cool, and actually shows that Na'Vi weren't just trying to lock a bunch of players into contracts for no reason. They do have an aim to use these players, if not sell them.
Na'Vi were one of the OG organizations to really look at academy squads, in terms of building something up even before the existence of the We Play Academy League, right? They've always had this Na'Vi Junior squad. They've also had Na'Vi Youth. Prior to that, they even had a step below it, Na'Vi Academy, which is for even younger players. Don't know if that one exists anymore. But yeah, it's wild. I'll revisit that topic
fresh out
in a
the
moment.
womb and in the sun.
Yeah, the Na'Vi prenatal.
You can sign your future child away.
Yeah. They're like the Rumpelstiltskin of CIS.
Dude, when CS pros start having kids, Na'Vi are going to be reaching out like, do you want to sign a contract?
So simple. Could we have some of your DNA?
Actually, I'll buy it. I'll buy it right now.
My God, they're going to do it, Hugo, with the Eagles. I was just kind of letting this one slip by because it was meant to be an easy round for Astralis talent, and yet somehow Na'Vi Junior.
Wow, they've done it.
They've actually won that. Okay.
It's that big nipple with a double D on the site.
That's unreal. That is unreal.
Just
that
spamming Eagle like it's 2020, Harry. Remember the good old days?
But yeah, so if I understand right, I think the way that it works was that Na'Vi Junior was for the slightly older, guys. I'm talking 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Then you had Na'Vi Youth, which was even younger than that. And then Academy, I think, was for literally, I'm talking 13-year-olds.
Wow.
Here. We actually played with a Na'Vi Academy player at one point in time. So let's go listen into Astralis. We've talked a lot about Na'Vi. I want to hear some names.
mid, Victor?
Nej.
That's more like it.
Yeah, okay.
Flash rampe, Frank.
Ja, jeg har ikke.
Ja, fint.
Ja, sådan her.
Okay, må du en gul?
Flash er bag dig her.
Der er ikke noget. Det er lagt one way nu.
Det er lidt nøjere at sidde og booste her. De boostede sidst.
To dernede.
To dernede.
Alex, jeg spotter os bare på CT.
Jeg kan lægge one way ned der.
Tæt one way.
Jeg er bare lang tid. Jeg har en flash.
Lyst op.
Ja.
Jeg lægger den, eller?
Ja, kom.
Det er bare højt bagved, når det er okay.
Lægger den
Ja.
der.
Vi måler i gul. Jeg får en med her.
Den failede, tror
Ja,
jeg.
den failede.
Jeg har lige nu.
Eventuelt kan vi spille retake B-mates, og så få mig med. Ja, kom.
tror,
Vi kan bare søge ud rampen.
Ja.
Okay, bare gå med
Drop
mig.
mig din flash, Victor. Er jeg også mål?
Jeg har ikke mål.
Okay, jeg kan flash lige på, jeg holder ikke mere.
Okay,
Klar, Frank?
jeg kom.
Nej, vent. Vent. Kom nu.
Flash her. Stop. Holder cool.
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 Søg.
En mere højst. Ja, de sidder bare og venter. To mere. Tre oppe.
Løber bare op.
Jeg smukker.
På en hus.
Oh, it's just too far. The double nade. Oh, just the single nade. But yeah, couldn't get the AK. Na'Vi even trying to blow it out the way. They'll blow Astralis out of the room. 5-3. And these A takes starting to look good, right? Considering it started with a lot of mid to Bs. And now we're starting to see, more meta rounds. Good parry match odds for Na'Vi as well as they start to run away with things. But Astralis have one more little eco before things get spicy again. We don't even need to see the Latic T AWP. It's not really been required.
Yeah, the short smoke's been lobbed over as well. It's going to land nice and early. Just an eco for Astralis talent, and they're going to try and hedge their bets.
Ooh, it's a dangerous game you're playing here. They go one more and you're off. Will they clear it though? Oh, they'll clear that. Spraying the smoke. If they get short, that being Na'Vi, Vigo's a dead man. There's nothing he can do. He's got as far as he can out on the edge of this wall. But short has been taken, and there he is, cleaned up.
All right.
It's only a matter of time.
What's the furthest you think you could fall without dying?
In-game?
No, in real life. Because I just got reminded.
I just pull a sweet tuck and roll and bounce back up to my feet, I think. I do backflips every day of my life.
I think if you shifted all your momentum upwards just before you hit the ground, doesn't that cancel it out? It didn't work there, admittedly.
It's like, if you're in an elevator that's falling,
yeah, they say.
You're dead.
No, they say if you jump right before you hit the ground,
it just cancels the gravity. You live.
You're fine. The elevator totaled. But
no, I think you have to sacrifice someone. They have to lay on the ground.
It's actually like how in the BBC Classic Day of the Triffids, which you definitely haven't watched.
Yeah,
Eddie Izzard, who's in that, which is just really odd because it's like some super serious drama. He survives a plane crash by hiding in a plane toilet and filling it with life jackets.
Probably wasn't real though.
No, well, yeah.
It's like how Indiana Jones survived a nuke by hiding in a fridge. It's like, it's cool film concept. Would it work in reality? Don't think so.
No.
Just turn into a cockroach and then you'll survive.
Wow, yeah, I don't know why I never thought about it like that. Turn into a rad roach. To survive that fallout. Let's see.
Here's the AWP battle.
Breezer,
yeah.
We get to see that head-to-head. Latic versus Breezer. I mean, they can't even see the AWP battle. Nice for Headtrick to be aware of that, man. So often, that's such a finicky little angle to spot, but gets them down from the red boost there back towards CT. Still, there's this ramp fight going on. It's a bit of a stalemate here. There's this big gap of no man's land between them. There's that one way, but it's Breezer to break the silence first. His AWP besting that of Latic in the head-to-head to open up this round.
Got to say, observing has been really, really good in this tournament. I do want
really nice.
I don't know who it is, but I will find out because there has been some excellent, not just the whole team in terms of like the fly-through cams and stuff, but even just catching POVs has been really, really smooth. So, bit of a B-pop now for Na'Vi. They're down a man. They're just trying to force their way in and crossing. Well, that's what they struggled with in the last time, right? Altex, Mister, both players swinging in for the kill. Plant tapped, not stuck. And will Astralis swing? Yes, they will. That's exactly what Headtrick wanted. On for what is now a 1v3. 2 left up. And he's dead to the flank on ramp. It's happened too many times now for Na'Vi. But if you don't have cover, you can't back out, right? And go actually plant safe from stairs because then you're even more open to gents. So it's pick your poison. At the end of the day, Harry, it's still poison.
Really nice try, but yeah, man. I mean, these fast flanks out of Astralis talent have kind of consistently been there to shut down these attempted B plays. Short smoke's gone over once again. Na'Vi doing this at the beginning of a lot of these A play rounds, so I wonder if they are going to look to go back to it. No, instead, it's an illusion, it's a ruse. They're stacked up outside of B. They've been spotted early. Damage exchange, but ultimately, it's to the advantage of Astralis talent. And this might be an all-in execute from the get-go. You've thrown in that one short smoke, trying to give the illusion You have players at ramp, however, Astralis Talent never fell for it. They cleared ramp right at the start of the round. They know that everyone's got to be over here towards B. And so this was just a real good example of what information gathering can do. However,
You dare.
information, that's one part of the war. However, you can fight your way out of it. Can fight your way out of a bad spot like this. Even though they know it all, they've still got to do it.
Oh, that was a perfect flash.
Oh, it's a lovely double up from Breezer. He's having a great start to this one, right? Not just besting Latic in that AWP head-to-head in the round prior, but there, fully blind, goes on to double up. He's been so key on that AWP. I also want to throw out, he was the reason that that B stack comes in. They cleared a ramp. Even with that short smoke down, the AWP was a part of that. It rotates over immediately as soon as they see there's no one at A. And so Astralis Talent, yeah, one step ahead.
I mean, that's one shot from probably a Na'Vi round, or at least very likely a Na'Vi round. If they, they full white the AWP Breezer, if Latic manages to hit the headshot, suddenly 2v5 to 2v2, and you've got the plant. So very, very scary situation for Astralis Talent, but it doesn't really matter how weird these rounds get as long as you're building in. We didn't have our first AWP in the server till round 9, and now Breezer's just been popping with it ever since. So Astralis trying to level the playing field, trying to equal the score. And when Na'Vi go back for these B plays, they need the gen smoke. Really, I hope they have it in their repertoire. They need the both sides, because the angle Astralis has been playing every round on B has been letting Na'Vi up Tetris and then playing right side green gens and stopping the Tetris or double cross to default. That's when Na'Vi have always fielded their first death on B. They get all the way up, but they can't get default. And we've seen how these delayed late plants have let them down with 2 rounds now. Astralis have killed the planter from ramp flank. So, yeah, Na'Vi, I hope they have a full B execute, both side smokes available. If they don't have it, they're going to really have trouble getting into B without any mid splits or anything like that. The one player with AK armor is burned.
That's so unfortunate, isn't it?
So,
dude, he's also sat 161 ADR, like. All right, Hedrick.
Yeah, this is the way you play. Oh, okay. He's going to check this first then. Are they boosting a Deagle? Hedrick.
Oh my god, Hedrick, are you okay?
Did he think that was an enemy, or was he just
No, I think
pissed?
he did. And like the whole time they're saying like...
I can't jump.
They go,
Dude,
Hedrick, boost. Come on, boost. And he just turns around like, wait, boost?
I don't know what that was. He definitely should have got on his teammate's head, though. That was the way forward. That was the way to do it.
That's just a weird...
What is going on?
All right, here we go. Hedrick, he's trying to keep that ADR up. I don't think team damage counts, though, bud. Here's the A play, and Fessa tucked in behind the sandbags.
Oh, no.
Gonna get flashes from in the sight, you'd imagine, to help him on his mission here. And even though he's got to get the reload off, Vigo comes charging in to help him out. Everyone wants to get stuck into this, and so they will.
Very clean. Yeah, Astralis just collapsed them. With Vesta there, they know that Na'Vi are broke, right? There's no molly coming in, so the only way that Na'Vi can win that is by hunting down Vesta. Astralis Talent make sure it doesn't happen. They put numbers up in their face. 6-6. Na'Vi coming back in with a buy, though. I don't know. That looked pretty purpose to me. That didn't look like he got caught off guard, but what do I know? Just doing a little bit of trolling. It's only an eco. Won't make much a difference. But here's the all back for Breeze and none for Latic. I mean, Na'Vi could take a 6-round half and be happy, but they want more. It started so strong.
Yeah, they're leaning back over here towards B once again, this time hoping that a mid-split can try and help the war effort over here towards this B site. However, with Hedrick already removed, he's really been the guy to keep an eye on. We've got to look down the ranks at the rest of them. Unbroken, often good at getting these B openers. This round, no exception to that. Molly going to deny that bomb plant. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, it will, and the nade's going to seal the deal. Now, the plant still comes in, but it's unbroken at 10 HP. to try and 1v3 this from the stairs, and he's already walking out of the round, back to spawn.
Yeah, I kind of like this call, to be honest. You just know you're not going to win it. It's sad, but it's realistic. As Astralis just stick the defuse. Look how safe Fessor was there behind default because the plant was wide due to the Molotov. That's really awkward. I mean, the Molly would have killed him, but the nade came in and did the job anyway. Now Breezer has an A spawn with the AWP. That's going to get even more dangerous for Na'Vi if they want to change their tune and move away from these B plays that were working really well when they had that mid split. But you'll notice Breezer started the round in mid on this really wide angle here. Perfect timing. And head trick, you know, he pre-aims a close spot, but then he lets his guard down, and it's the wide angle that does well for Breezer. So let's see, this orb has started A. And Na'Vi, ooh, they dodge death for a moment. Careful, Fessor, they're running up yellow. The flash luckily stops Fen2k, but he has got a Molotov. Is there a smoke? Yep, Fessor's there in time. He does this a lot, though, climbing up on top. Na'Vi are aware of it. An HE grenade would do great work, and there it is. Down to 7 for Fessor. One more, and they have it available and unbroken. He isn't here, however. The one guy they need with the HE. Molly instead. That's a sealed deal, and that's an opening kill. But Astralis try and re-aggress, and after Fess is dead, they give it up. 3 CTs on A. Na'Vi know they've seen everyone. We might even have a boost up.
Well, man, with the kind of day Breezer's having, he's the one you've got to put a stop to.
Oh!
He's the unstoppable force, right? The immovable object in the site with this AWP. Getting out of there, just going through the motions back towards Elevator. And at this point, Navy Junior, they started to realize, like, guys, we're getting a lot of resistance here at ramp. I think, you know, at this point, they have all rotated over. So they're going to go quiet. They're going to start to go back, explore other avenues. Nipple dead over here towards short. And Mister, he's going to re-aggress after that kill. I love this decision, right? He's starting to get a bit of an idea that ramp is clear. And so we see that AWP moving around early.
Yeah.
We see players making their way over. And as mentioned, Breezer is the man to beat. You finally dealt with him, but he's left it all on head trick. This was a 1v3 when it began, now 1v2 and a chance to plant the bomb at least. This is far more room than he's often had.
Oh no, what?
No! Mister's dead, but Altex will keep it in the advantage of Astralis talent. There's the round.
Oh my god,
it's very wild. There's a collateral in there. There's a rogue Molotov that catches Mister moving in. It looked like he was in the air when he died to it.
Yeah,
it's a classic Molotov.
Yeah.
It's a classic Molotov move.
Mollies do climb walls. That's a crazy round from the boost check as well for head trick. Insane. First time we've seen it this map. But you got to give it to Astralis, man. Like, you know, we've already talked about how we were a little worried about this map, given they lost it both times to NIP or to Young Ninjas, and now they're coming in. Na'Vi started this map extremely strong out the gate, and Astralis talent have done a great job of closing this gap. 5 in a row. Breezer at the forefront, but he's not alone. Well, now he's gone. Orped out by Latin, who's finally got another AWP. It's been a long time coming, and he needs to put it to good use, but he's already gone. Vigo doubles up, and Fess is spamming the smoke to try and finish the job started. Nipple dodges the nade, at least keeping things in a 3-on-3, and will decide to re-aggress and get short back under control as his team rotate out. Fessor wants this info. Again, Astralis are going to have the knowledge, it seems, ahead of time.
And this is something consistently they've gotten away with, right? Like, it feels like we're talking about it all the time, and that's because it's happening every damn round, right? The moment it goes quiet, Astralis, every single time this has happened and they've walked it, they've reaped the benefit of the free info, so why stop now, right? It's not like you've ever really been punished for this. They've already pieced together the, Fessor, just do it to him. Just do it to him. Go on, there's nothing else to say, mate. Take it away, Fessor. Big Fess on the mic. Here he is, laying down the pain. MC Fessor drops a big fat beat on that flank and puts 9 on the board for Astralis talent.
It's not even the first time he did it as well. Like, so many great rounds for Astralis where they get info at the right time as soon as Na'Vi leave. And yeah, just no hesitation on the flank. Full commit. Fessor with a great half, Breezer as well. And Na'Vi, I mean, Headtrick's putting up a damn fine effort, 19 and 9, but it is not enough. 6 is fine, 6 is doable, but it could have been so much more.
What I really hope is that like Latic is just a CT AWPer.
Yeah.
You know, it's not uncommon for that to be the case.
He had it twice
Exactly,
in his half.
right?
He died once to the AWP immediately. The second time he
missed
killed the
that.
AWP, and then he got pushed through. Oh, just there. Or was it 3 times?
3 times.
3 times. Okay.
3 times. Third time was bottom ramp where he gets rushed by Vigo and misses
After
the
what?
shot.
What was second time?
No, wait, I don't think he got one on the Vigo push. Here you go.
He killed Breezer this last round of the half.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's all right.
Or maybe it wasn't Breezer, but he got a pick, and then he got traded.
Okay, that's a little more forgivable. But regardless, I hope it is just the case that he can come alive a bit on the CT side. Not unheard of with some CIS AWPers massively preferring it. Think about guys like Z-Power and the sort of powerhouse that he was on CT halves. He did pick up his T-side stats. They got infinitely better, but there was a point in time where it was something like, you know, 80% of his kills came from CT AWPing. It was some ludicrously high number. So I almost didn't want to relive that Headtrick moment.
Maybe
it's such a good game. And yeah, I mean, parry match odds, by the way, they've completely turned around. Completely.
Yeah. Astralyс looking pretty damn set up to go, and we're going to see how Na'Vi feel about things as we jump into the second half.
Подай, не топает.
Подаюсь. Гол аккуратно от пиком. Пойдешь вперед?
Да.
Я отошел.
Сюда прыгает. Медаль.
Рез.
Право стоит.
ТБ. 3Б. Я не киду.
Я ухожу.
Б заходит. Одного
Хорошо.
убил. Еще 2 было. И пик.
Мидл.
Не вижу.
Нет, подай бежит.
Подай. Б крыса вышла.
Двое.
По 9 туда.
Давай.
Я заберу. Я
Восемь
пик
не вижу, дали право.
Сэнды тип, спешка.
Сэндбокс. Убил.
Все, добили. 3 в 3. Справа дома нет, пацаны. Могут еще развернуться.
Могу.
Да.
Подожди, спину.
Я вернусь.
Давай.
Гардиан, это Б.
Давай вместе.
Он зашел. Под Гардиан.
Как это может пикать?
СКТ. Окей. Не может. Под Гардиан.
Гардианом. Налево ушел. Слева.
Вместе. Хорош.
Возможно вернуться?
Да, чекнулись.
Да, они вернулись.
Упор аккуратно
Щел в
замен.
упоре, может быть.
Вместе.
Пойдем 2 КТ. Давай.
Дымки ты есть.
Слева?
Порядкой.
Oh, Altex with a sick round and Vigor to close. Those were some smooth shots. And I like that, you know, we get that. I think it was Mr. who climbs over Con in the mid round while his team go quiet on A. And that just pulled Na'Vi had 3 on A, which is where the bomb was. That pulled all of Na'Vi out of the A site. They run their way to B to deal with him. You know, here's a problem because they think he's making space for his team below B. He dies and then the bomb plants. And, you know, while that's fine for Na'Vi, they're just so out of position. And we see those T's get so deep in that round. Altex and Vigo pushed up. So Astralis talent with a pistol. And up to 10 now. It's Na'Vi's force. On the flip side, Astralis, when they lost first pistol, they went for the full eco, got the guns in early, and it worked out. Na'Vi don't want to play those same games. They want to flip the script immediately.
Oh, he's seen a lot of numbers out here in middle. Headtrick, not the guy you want to mess with. The Eagle up close can do a hell of a lot in this position, especially with these elevator swings coming in as well, and that mid play's cut down. It's only Altex, and that Headtrick Deeg fires off, and when it does, when it hits, boy, does it hit.
Yeah.
22 and 10, he is the guy to keep an eye on right now. And I mean, this is really, you know, if you want to go down the line, this is really where I think Latic is someone that we need to look at, you know. Nipple showing that he can give us some big moments, but consistency's been a bit of a problem for him. Fen2K, you know, going a little silent as well. Let's see some boys who aren't quiet, though. Astralis, let's listen in.
Jeg kommer imod B, ja.
Jeg holder kravn tydeligt.
Det er ikke nogen B.
Vil du shield-boost?
Ja.
Jeg kan stå og wallbang imens.
Nader nu. Ruller.
Det er ikke
Der kom.
Det er ingenting i.
Der sætter
Jeg
jeg ud af.
Snappi.
Noget sådan.
Der er 2 på 1 nu, mates.
Nader,
Eller
noget
ikke, jeg
sådan.
trækker nu. Jeg tror, vi skal
En
mod af.
oppe, en oppe venstre.
Default og snappi.
Jeg kan lægge one way, og så kan vi lige stoppe lige på.
Ja, gør det. Smoker gul. Går nok ud gul, Frank.
Ja, det er trade. Ja, jeg er på.
Jeg holder gul nu.
Dan,
Jeg har gul.
kom tilbage.
Ruller,
Jeg sidder
jeg
i
er
gul
væk.
smoke.
Jeg går
Det er
med
one
dig,
way,
Mikkel.
tror jeg.
Ja, den er bad. En kran.
En stadig gul.
En gul
Jeg
og
sidder
en
bare i
kran.
smoken.
Så vi skal op lige på dem lidt igen.
Jeg kan lige tage et skud bag, hvis der er. Først, så I
Jamen,
ikke...
cool. Kom op, Mikkel.
Ja. Dan, Sand. Lige på os. Lige på Sand.
Jeg holder
Væk.
højre om sådan.
Kan I holde venstre? Venstre. Lige på.
Venstre.
Forsøger. Dan og venstre.
En default på B.
Mikkel, Mikkel.
2 B,
Ja,
2 B,
den
2 B.
rammer. Ja,
Doesn't get much cleaner than that for Na'Vi, and a 5 alive round off the back of their forced pistol or forced second round win. Now they're looking to get back in the lead. The CT side, the return of Latic when he gets his AWP, hopefully. And suddenly you're believing against not just us, Parry Match are as well.
Yeah, what's interesting to me is that Na'Vi have slotted themselves in as the favourites somehow. Despite, you know, still being behind, and they will still be behind by the time the Rifles make an appearance for Astralis talent. However, you'd like to think that this 9th round should be locked in. Broken, this is a chance to have a bit of a moment, have a bit of a clip, and there's 4 from it.
What a flick onto the Tetris.
That was
It looked
nice,
like we
wasn't it?
changed POVs. It was so quick. Very nice. Clean as can be. But now, as you said, guns are out before this game is closer. And so Astralis trying to put their money where their mouth is. Full AK's got enough util to run an AXEC as well. He's still dodging that up. It took 9 rounds of the first half for it to finally come out for both players. Astralis boosting like Vitality over the smoke. Na'Vi not peeking deep though, they've not been spotted. And that resmoke's a real problem as well, especially when it's thrown on the fly, you're going to go even deeper and cut that boost out.
Altek's trying his hand at a bit of B lurking. Plan is right now, try and get this ramp control, try and take that away, but as far the smokes have impeded it, you know, they can't keep smoking it off forever, so eventually you're going to have your time to shine. Tucked in behind the sandbags is Fen2K to help out with this ramp hold. Now, if you'll look, there isn't an incendiary, a Molotov available.
Oh.
Instead, they've got those double nades, and they both rain over to find Fen2K.
I love that. Why use a molly when you can just eviscerate that player? Why even give them the option to slow you down with 30 seconds? You don't have the time to spare, the time to waste. Nade's getting pulled. Those short players are out on an island right now. Latic needs something massive and they line up, but if anything, the body block helps out Fester as he gets that entry. Nipple's still stuck out on short and he's on his own. Bomb can't be planted yet. They want to try and deal with him, trying to cover. Finally, it goes in and they chase down Nipple, not letting him get comfortable. Besser traded, Unbroken, and Hedrick blocking each other out CT, but it might just work as Hedrick closes the round. Some swift shooting from the Na'Vi Junior side to find that double digits. Hedrick is having a hell of
He really is, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, it has been a treat to see. Like, you can see why he was kept around by Na'Vi, right? One of the guys who was in previously with all the old boys of the Na'Vi Junior squad. And now, I guess, by extension, the more tenured out of everyone else in
the
this team.
17-year-old tenured member of the
exactly.
roster. It's crazy, isn't it? The experienced one.
Yeah, you know, I like the little double nade at sandbags. The reason why often, like, because you might think, oh, well, that just ruined them, right? Like, that just ruined the guy, and he couldn't even react, like, with a molly, like the kind of point you made. I guess the reason why you don't, you know, often see that is just because it gives over more info, and it's also two pieces of utility, right? So it's like, yeah, using more, same result, and it gives up right away that there was two there. The response from Na'Vi was immediate once they saw the double nade. They pulled everyone away from B. And we're convinced that it was destined to be that A play.
When it works, boy, does it feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, not again.
Yeah,
Get out of there.
I mean, ironically, they actually don't have the utility to clear it now, so...
Would have been the perfect round to play.
It would have been the time to do it.
But, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, not going to happen, Fen2k says, although he runs through the smoke and gets bopped by Fessor. 3 on 5, I mean, many a team would save in this spot. If you can't stop that plant, and you cannot, Na'Vi are going to throw in the towel. Latic may have an AWP, won't get to use it.
Yeah, you've at least accrued all this money, so you're really not worried. And saving here kind of safeguards you look into the future as well, right? Unbroken, Hedrick, these guys both with lots of money banked up. They're fine right now, and they're going to keep you investing if you're Na'Vi Junior. That's the key thing really here on this CT side, right? You just don't want to get put to a point where your money runs dry and the game's decided by economy. There's no worse a feeling, especially when, you know, you look at how impactful some of this utility's been. How impactful, you know, the AWP can be on a map like Vertigo. I still don't really think we've seen it yet for Na'Vi Junior. But all this stuff comes with a price tag.
Okay, Latic, this is the time. It is now or, well, later, but preferably the former. Need that AWP.
I'm going to be really sad if that game one debut is just like a flash in the pan performance, and then like, you know, this is it.
I'm sure he's got it deep down in there somewhere. He's got it to show. It's just about getting it in the right place. And right now, Astralis playing a good T side, so it's not very easy. Util's been really, really nice. Clues in the name. It's an Astralis sort of team after all. Latic now at sandbags, not taking deep peeks, but he's going to get impatient. He wants more. Looking over the smoke. They nade. Oh my goodness, that's quad nades on where the AWP usually stands. He's very fortunate he didn't get there in time. Going to flash his teammate into ramp. Now we're back to middle. Astralis have regrouped.
Yeah, I don't really think you can commit to an A play after that, though. That's like the one downside. When you're throwing those nades, you're banking on them getting a kill. You know, tying it into even the conversation we were having earlier, when that many nades rains up through ramp, a reason why teams don't do that through the ramp smoke is because with it, you know, there is like this bounty of information gained. So they will slow it down. They will go back and try to give this illusion that, like, yeah, we threw those nades, but we're not here. We're not looking for ramp control just yet. When in reality, Fessa sat under short waiting.
Do it. Guys, such a patient round for Astralis. 30 seconds. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a B fake into the old A take. Nades going over the top right now. And oh, there's the entry. That is everything for Astralis. Players even coming up B stairs now. The bomb's going back. Despite the A kill, they are committing B. It's a late rotate, though. They could have stuck it to their guns. They could have stuck it onto A, where there were only 2 players. Now even more at B. Rotator coming in. Head trick is here, baiting for Unbroken, but he's been given up, and there we go. 10 seconds, and must find kills for Astralis. Traded onto Mister, and now it's all on Vigo. He's going to get hunted. No time to relax after the plant, and Na'Vi will win the round. Shame to see them double back. I wonder why. I guess you get the kill. You know that Na'Vi are going to panic rotate, but you've already thrown that B util. You want to make use of it. Just Na'Vi was split 2-2 anyway. Hurts to see, man.
I'm very relieved that Na'Vi are able to convert that one, though, like, because Hedrick got a little bit wrecked here. I don't know if it was like too much in terms of the comms, maybe covering footsteps or something, but that player that runs up alongside Unbroken and lines up that double, that shouldn't really be happening, you know? Hedrick had ramp, Unbroken just had to hold his side of the deal, and it looked like he couldn't hear what was happening.
Ooh, maybe some ramp control. Haven't had this. You've got to be a little worried after you've seen these nades come up. But maybe they'll respond with some of their own. Chucking it in the other corner. Nipple. Ooh. The orb saw him that time. There's another one. Fen2k almost eats a bullet for breakfast. And now Fesser's walked up through the smoke. Good shot. Fesser has been on point with the A entries in these last couple of rounds. Saving the day right now for Astralis. They need it. Na'Vi are closing this game up. They are looking to take the lead back. And it's going to push Na'Vi out of short, but not Latic. He re-aggresses, and this has got to be his round. I can't say it any more than I already have, but again, Util is the bane of his existence, and it pushes him back to the bomb site. You might have to respect the plant here if Astralis want to go for it. I say that the bomb's going back because Altex has cleared B, and Na'Vi have completely fallen for it. For a change.
Yeah.
They usually are really good at leaving anchors, but I guess that man disadvantage was enough to tempt them.
I even get the feeling that like Astralis talent are trying to employ this B-lurk more ever since that Young Ninjas game, man. Like think about some of the stuff that Linus was doing on these late B-lurks. It kept so many options open to Young Ninjas in their game versus Astralis talent, and now we're seeing Altex do it time and time again.
The AWP lurk.
I don't love it, but still, man, if anyone can make you believe it's Breezer.
Ooh. Oh.
Max getting hunted.
No
You do
way.
not want to give them this AWP. You need to hold on to it.
He knows.
Nice. All right, all right. Nipple now dead, though. Latic also going to follow suit.
Matt, I feel for Latic in this game as well.
What?
Like,
So
he has not even had the chance to CT AWP yet. Like, he just has not had an opportunity.
You know, something that is nice is like Nipple and Unbroken are doing a very sound job at trying to step up, like trying to fill a void left by, you know, two players having a bit of a rough one. Fen2k, I kind of want him to just get away from ramp. He keeps getting caught over towards sandbags. It feels like he's got a real affinity for trying to make this work. And it's just been a reoccurring problem, be it to nades, be it to those peaks. They are displacing him every single time, and it is a consistent source of these opening kills for Astralis talent, and it's making me a little bit worried. And yeah, you're dead on about Latic. It feels like a lot of the time he's left in these like really rough spots, having to just rotate around at the mercy, at the beck and call of Astralis. You know, never really given these early ramp fights that they've been looking for.
Yeah, Fessor has had a lot of opening kills in this game as well. Like 3 entries into that round. You know, one over on A initially, but then the double up on the B-Gen smoke spray.
You know, kind of flip side though to that argument about like feeling bad for Latic is that at the same time, you know, someone like Breezer has always been able to find a way to have impact. To be an AWP, you've got to be proactive. You've got to be vocal. You've got to be dynamic in how you play. And there we go. That's more like it. Gets the head-to-head versus Breezer in the right place, right time, and is good for the opening kill.
I mean, they've been both... Oh, he might die here. He might die. Oh, yeah, he's been spotted. He just doesn't know where from. He's been looking for this kill. Him and Breezer have been fighting both halves on these weird old headshot angles on the AWP. So, yeah, there have been attempts. But you got to say, when I talk about Latic AWPing, I think the credit goes to Astralis. They have done such a good job of cancelling him out. Whether, you know, some of it purposeful, some of it just protocol utility. And they've just been countering some of the spots he plays. Oh my god. So close to catching that AWP. Vessel's running it right now. Unbroken at B is going to hear something. Have they made any steps? Oh, now they have. There's a jump. And he's going to start to spam. You're going to cancel that plan if you're Astralis talent. No one got up in time. A few more seconds and he would have had a free kill. And Astralis are actually going to leave. They've made enough noise to tempt them back into A. But do they know about Fen2k? You said you wanted him to back up Harry. He has done the opposite. And with no ramp smoke, it's open season for Latic as well.
Yeah, at least here he's got support, right? He's now out on this island towards towards the sandbags. It's all fine,
God.
right? They went back and now...
It's 15 seconds, we're saving.
Yeah, they're saving here. They're writing this one off.
I
So
kind of respect it. Like, the round didn't go to plan. You lose your AO.
that's what I was going to say, right?
You fail with the beat
It was
boost.
looking like a real scuffed round. You lost the open, as you were just saying.
Yeah, you know, it's almost like I could have finished that sentence, but no, thanks for trying to finish.
That was like real. That was really bitter. You know, you're a little
No, it's
lemon.
fine. It's fine. Yeah.
A little bit of lemon.
I'll get over it.
Me, I'm an easy peeler. You can rip my skin right off.
I might. I really might. Yeah, I like the save there is perfectly reasonable. Looks funny.
Home sweet home.
Do you wash your hands in there, Harry?
Yeah, in that sink there.
Looks hygienic. All right. Can't save again, though. Got to save your bacon. Vent2K. Back. Up to no good. I mean, they didn't see it last round. Why not do it again? What is there to lose? A double nade Tetris. No one's there, though. It's going to come to you instead.
Oh, yeah, look, they both fall. Latic is able to try and reclaim one of those kills over towards A at least, but, you know, aggression on both sides of the coin and each of them going the way of Astralis talent. That is a pretty brutal start to this one for Navı Junıor.
Okay.
They're going to try the boost again. Don't mess it up. They didn't. They didn't make any noise. Head trick.
Oh, this is a problem.
They're already up, they're already over, he's got no idea, and as he turns from flashes, as they start to pour over, this is where Altex is going to sneak on past him, Rap, but Head Trick does manage a double up there. Like, that's far more than he ever should have got away with. Once more, he's dug as deep as he can to try and make a round possible for Navı Junıor, but can the others pick up where he left off? Altex has a smoke in his way, but he's looking for the double, playing around this generator. He wants to bring the fight to Navı. Just the AWP left to beat, and Latic's going to lock it in. Navı Junıor up to 13. It comes down to a very, very tight round, but they are the ones reaping the reward of it.
Good round for Latic, but the winner of the round really is Head Trick, right? Like, if he doesn't double up there, Latic is not going to be able to get that. You know, there's going to be...
I mean, you would just never even give it a look in, to begin with if he doesn't double up there.
Sure, but even if he gets one and Na'Vi consider it, like, yeah, Astralis, good trading there at least, given the numbers, but we didn't see what happened to Vigo, but he died while, you know, that rap was coming in from Altex. Yeah, if Vigo doesn't die there, if he waits another second, because, you know, Altex is already up boosted in the site, he just really got avoided by Head Trick playing double box, then I think that's an Astralis round through and through. You never know, though. All you can speak for is what happened, 13-12. Latic clutches it out, and Na'Vi take the lead right back. This is so close, this game. So uncertain. Everyone's feeling the pressure. You can tell, hell, if the four-man save didn't really send that home, nothing will. But, you know, they're chilling. They're just sitting at home drinking Coke without any pressure.
And that's important to think about.
Sipping the Kool-Aid.
Well, now we start to get a little bit worried. Both teams are in this horrible position where, like, losing this round right now could be your downfall, right? If there was ever a round in the game that carries so much importance as this one, either team's money on the line. Oh, that's the start you want. What even is that?
I don't know how he killed him.
What did he... Oh, I think he was standing, back ramp. All right, that's a nice start for Navı Junıor and a big scalp to find Fessa. Someone who's caused chaos within the ranks of Na'Vi.
Oh, Altex. Oh, he shot. He's going to back out. But yeah, the entry man dead. That's a problem for Astralis talent trying to get up into A. They're hoping Altex can cause some commotion on the other side of the map, but Head Trick is not in a giving mood.
Look at how much more restricted Astralis feels since Latic has started to win these ramp fights as well. Yeah. He's not like got a crazy amount of kills, but he's winning the ramp fights and repelling a lot of these plays from A. Now, finally, they're going to look to follow through with it, but I think Latic's woke up a little bit more now. Little safer pair of hands, perhaps, over towards the short side. Oh my. He's toying with the idea of swinging this. He doesn't have to. 30 seconds, Vigo.
Yeah.
Pushing in, that Molly, gonna try and push, and baits the shot. Latic pressure's on, he's sweating, but there it is. Shot connects. We are getting a much better game out of him now, as he's finding the impact he was looking for. As mentioned, it might not be Headtrick's crazy numbers. It might not, you know, kind of put a candle to some of the flashy rounds we had out of guys like Breezer in their CT side, but it's high impact. That's the key. You're repelling these A plays. You forced a lot of these late recommits in towards B out of Astralis talent, and Latic's even feeling that. It's reflecting in his gameplay. So let's listen into the Na'Vi comms and see if it's as sweet as it sounds.
Я сразу антираш на бетске на хае тоже.
Давай.
Подаюсь. Пода топ.
Вода много, я на флешке. Давай флеш, бьют на плюсе.
Я хатибу.
Дал Александр. Хорошо. Еще двое, под синдом и... Я не умираю. И под желтым был.
Я чирака забрал.
Давай, я забрал рампу.
Не выходят пока?
Не выходят, топают под рампой.
Я буду с окна дачу бою.
Дали смог.
Дали смог.
Дым глубокий.
Там палка, парня.
Меня походу заметает. Я отпустил рукав. Заходит один. По контакту твоему выйду.
Да, авик пикает.
Хорошо.
Дефолт ласт. Не релот. Авикропс.
Stressful.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we could have looked to chime in and all that silence, but I do like, you know, it just speaking for itself. I love that, right? Like, that's the difference, man. Like, when you're playing Pugs at home, everyone's screaming at each other in 1v1s. But when you're on a pro team like this, bro, it's dead silence. They give you all the time in the world. And the yelling, that comes later. That comes when the celebration's locked in. 15 to 12. Na'Vi looking to make it happen here. Astralis talent, what is the solution?
I mean, well, they've obviously got one they played for overtime. That was only, you know, pistol and armor right there. They kept a couple of K each, so this is it for them. Now, or holding default B is Altex. You've not been able to solo B-Lurk in this T side. It's not been available. Headtrick's been so good, and Unbroken has never been giving away kills on Tetris unless you come to him. Fully tucked. Latic Molly now. He's going to have to smoke it. They know he's there. Will Fen2k be able to assist him come out and get aggressive? Altex does get clean by Unbroken at B, as has been the case so many of these rounds. That B-Look again going nowhere. Fen2k ready at a moment's notice to swing to help Latic. Instead, it's going to be Nipple moving in. That smoke's fading. And oh, the Molly went in a second too early. Second too early. And they use their last one on short. It's an open season for Latic, but he's got to hit the shots.
Yeah, he's got support from Nipple, and he even removes the third. Latic's having a wonderful round, a second rather, but still, that is one hell of a turnaround for him individually and for Na'Vi as a whole, man. Like,
Headtrick ended it with over a 2.0 KD in addition, like 30 and 14 right there as he got the Molly kill at the end. What a crazy game for the Na'Vi roster, right? Especially considering how good that looked for Astralis going into their T side. They were shutting down Latic early. You know, they were doing everything they needed to do, and still Na'Vi, you know, pull it out right at the end with a second wind.
Yeah, no, man, that's really impressive, like resilient showing out of these guys as well. And I think you got to give some credit to guys like Nipple and Unbroken for like holding down the fort in the absence of Latic. Unfortunately for Astralis talent, it felt like they kind of missed the window on actually catching a sleepy Na'Vi. But, you know, speaking of little sleeps, we'll have a little break now. We'll give this one back over to the analysts after a short break, so don't go anywhere.